So can I ask about the observatory? So how did it get started? I mean, because to build an amateur observatory, I guess, is in an area like Nottingham, it's quite unusual, really. I wouldn't have thought there was even an observatory here. I mean, I lived here for quite some time. Unbeknownst, there was one relatively close. So how did it all get started?
Well, amazingly, there's still our quest is to make sure everyone knows about Sherwood Observatory, because there's still quite a lot of people who don't realise exactly where we are, who we are. So you're not alone in that, Kristian. Well, we're entering our 51st year since we were founded by our original founding members, and thankfully, some of them are still members. And they bought a small parcel of land for, I believe, £50 back in the day, and it just got literally all through volunteering, slowly building the observatory up from reclaimed bricks from the local pits and things like that, factories that were being pulled down. And they even recycled the scaffolding, what they actually used to build the place, to make the telescope, our 24-inch Newtonian reflecting telescope in the dome. So it's literally, they had no money, when they founded the society. So everything had to be, scavenged, so to speak, recycled. And just recently, we had a bit of a landslip, and we actually, one of the things what was washed out was original brick from one of the collieries from back in the day. So just absolutely brilliant. So it was just some far-sighted people. A chap called Dave Collins was one of them, and he just put a small advert in a local newspaper for like-minded people to start an astronomical society, and the rest, they say, is history. And these people just got together, had a chat, and they used to meet up in, if I remember correctly, the canteen at where Dave Collins, or one of the original founding members, worked. And it just built up from there on it. So if something like this could be done today, I don't know, possibly. But they were very far-sighted, very determined people, and we absolutely thank them for doing this, because they have left a great legacy.
Well, determination is certainly powerful there as a motivator. To build such a, it's a vast structure, that is valuable to the community, valuable to science. It's amazing that people, should we say, normal people can make that happen. I wonder what the equivalent would be today to make something like that come together. So how did you get involved then, Rob? How did you just join the society and become promoted up? How did that work?
Well, I've just joined the society. I thought I just want to get more involved in astronomy, and not be on my own, so to speak. But I was a little bit concerned about, can I just be myself when I join? I don't want to be with a lot of fuddy-duddy people. And so I asked to join, see what the situation was at Mansfield and Sutton. I was informed at the time that there was no vacancies. They had a cap at the time, and I thought, well, I just want to join an astronomical society, not a room at a hotel. So then they got back in touch saying they've got a vacancy. So they sent me an application form over. I filled it out, sent it in, and it was accepted. And so I just went up. I didn't know anybody, and I just learned about all the outreach, what they was doing, and they'd got an open event coming up in a few weeks' time. So I thought, well, just help out, volunteer. And I just got more and more involved in it, meeting lots of like-minded people, and just basically enjoying it. So I've been there, I think, 11 or 12 years now. I can't quite remember how many years. And the opportunity arose where I got to stand to be chairman, and I got voted on the committee in the position of chairman. And I'm in my third year at the moment as chairman. Very involved position, a lot of work involved in it, but there's a lot of enjoyment to get out of it as well. And I just love working with other like-minded people and trying to move the society on as far as possible and make it as enjoyable as possible for the rest of the membership.
What about you, Brendan? How did you start to join the society?
Yeah, I think my first taste of Sherwood Observatory was probably about 2005, I think. I caught one of their public open nights advertised locally around Sutton and Ashfield, and I actually popped up there on the Saturday night on the public open night, and it was quite busy, as it always is on a public open night, even back in 2005. But yeah, after a very long cold wait in the queue to go up the spiral staircase into the dome, I actually managed to have a look through the eyepiece of the big telescope in the dome, and yeah, it was actually pointing at the planet Saturn. I was quite impressed by that. And that's what really captured me. And I made a few inquiries to be a member. And as Rob said, there was a cap on membership, and I couldn't actually be a member till at least another 3-4 years, really. So it was probably about 2008, 2009 when I became a member. Quite disgruntled by the fact I couldn't be a member for so long. But when I did, I've never looked back, really. And it's always been a regular sort of place for me on a weekly basis. I'm up there 2-3 times a week. And I've been on the committee twice now up there. I think probably about 7 years ago I was a vice chairman of the society for a couple of years, dropped out of that, and now I'm back on it as the events coordinator guy. So I look after all the public events on site and off site for the society. So that's me in a nutshell, really.